Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. I'm super excited about this video because I think what's in this box right here is something that I haven't seen enough press about. A few of you guys, maybe a little bit more than a few, have asked me about it and asked me to review it, and we're finally going to get to do it. But what I'm about to show you, I don't think has gotten enough press, and it's something that I'm super excited about, especially if it groups well. But hey, if you're new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed. We've got videos coming out every single day. Make sure you've gone over to WHOTEEWHO.com, signed up for my newsletter. I'm doing a bunch of free giveaways. All you got to do is be signed up for the newsletter. We've already given away tons of scopes and all kind of other free stuff. I pay the shipping and everything. Make sure you've gone over to WHOTEEWHO.com, signed up for the newsletter. And we got stuff like this. Bing Bangs and Boo shirts and WHOTEEWHO hats and all that. But if you watch the show, like you should be subscribed, last night I had a video on this baby. I just picked up this Stevens 334. Very budget friendly. The street price on these I'm seeing is under $400 sometimes, but the MSRP is almost $500, but you guys know how it goes. Normally street price is less than what the MSRP is, but this is essentially Savage Axis price, cheaper than the Ruger Americans. The Savage 334, one of the cheapest deer catching machines you can find out there. Well, some of you guys were wise and saw in my video that I had another box, and it said Savage on the side. This is what I'm excited to show you in this video. Stay tuned. I'm going to be sighting in that Stevens 334 as fast as I can. Probably sight this one in at the same time, so the videos will come out real close. But what is in this box? It's a Savage, but Savage is super famous for the 110, right? And there's tons of different variations. This is the Savage 110 Trail Hunter. The street price of these is essentially the same as Ruger Americans, if not a little bit less. Packed full of features. So, let's get this box open. If you're new to the channel, kind of the shtick and stuff that I typically do is the budget-friendly stuff. Pretty much, not pretty much, because that's what I can afford, right? So, Stevens 334, super budget-friendly, but so is the Savage 110 Trail Hunter. Like I said, street price on these, I've seen them for less than Ruger Americans. I really don't like to talk about the price too much because it depends on where you go pick it up from. But, oh, I forgot I got some goodies in here. That's a rail for a Howa 300 PRC. And I also picked up some Varget from Tolliver's down there. Stay tuned if you want to see the loading videos. But let me get all the goodies out of this box. External mag and the bolt. Random tip of the day. Before you leave your shop, make sure that you got the bolt and the mag. You never know. Sometimes those things can go missing. But 110 Savage 110 Trail Hunter, super affordable. But let's look at all the goodies. Let me get this mag and the bolt put in here. All right, so check this out. Green is my favorite color, but let's just go back to front real quick. Nice. Does it say something on there? Oh, it says Hogue on the back too. But this is a Hogue over molded stock. Nice squishy butt pad there. See, there's some grip and some texture to this Hogue stock. And yeah, a little bit of jeweling on the bolt there. That's a nice touch. Weaver style two-piece mounts come with it. Where that 334 had a full rail, this has that Weaver style. Two separate mounts come with it. It's nice when it comes with a rail or mounts where you don't have to go hunt them like I had to for that. And then key feature, threaded barrel, which that new Stevens 334 does not have a threaded barrel. This Savage 110 Trail Hunter absolutely does. But I've been sitting here messing with the bolt here for a second. Hey, just working that bolt right out of the box. I haven't put any oil on it. That's a smooth bolt. A lot of people want to complain about Ruger Americans being like a zipper sound and getting hung up. You can see that. It's running. It's not getting hung up. And that's a good sign. And detachable box mag. Let's feel the trigger. We always got to feel the trigger on the camera. This is an adjustable trigger. 2.5 pounds up to 6 pounds is what the book says on it. Right out of the box. That's probably sitting somewhere around 4, I would assume. But just like everything else, I'm going to turn it all the way down just because that's how I like stuff. The safety, it's that 3-position tang safety right there. Fire all the way down. It locks your bolt up. Put it in the middle and you can run the bolt. Put it all the way up and that trigger's hot. But this is a medium heavy profile barrel. Pretty heavy barrel, which I like. A lot of people for their hunting stuff say they want the little thin barrels. Because you're not worried about it getting hot. You know, you're only taking 1 or possibly 2 cracks at a deer. I say heavier the better. Most places or opportunities I get to hunt, we're not hiking 10, 15 miles, so it really doesn't matter on the weight. But what is the weight of this? I'm sitting here looking at the site. The weight, well, that's the 223. This is in 6.5 Creedmoor. I didn't say that yet, but I picked up the 6.5 Creedmoor. 8 pounds. A lot of that's attributed to that heavier barrel. But, like I said, the street price of these is right around the Ruger Americans, if not a little bit less. Comes with everything that you'd want. I like these Hogue overmolded stocks. I have the exact same style stock. I got this Hogue overmolded stock on this Howa right here. That one I hadn't had out to the range either. That's my new 243. I got a lot of work to do, but it's deer catching season, and I've been trying to catch a bunch of deers instead of going to the range and flinging boo-lots. But back to the 110 Trail Hunter. The biggest feature for me, that bolt is smooth. So you're in a high pressure situation catching the biggest buck you ever seen. Boom. It's smooth and I'm not getting hung up and it's not binding. We'll test it at the range, load it up, and do that same test. But right out of the box, feels good. Now, one thing, we talked about the Savage 334 yesterday. One thing about this, street price of these is much lower than this. But with this, you don't get a threaded barrel. And with this, they're only doing 243, 308, and then 6.5 Creedmoor. Well, with the Savage 110 Trail Hunter, long list of calibers, including, I've got to point out, 7mm mag. So a lot of the other brands, when it comes to the budget-friendly realm, are not doing 7mm mag. Ruger American. I'm a big 7 mag fan, but Savage 110 Trail Hunter, you can get in 7mm mag, as well as a long list of other stuff, including 300 short mag, including 350 Legend, the 400 Legend for you straight wall guys. But just right off the list, you can get this in 223, 243, 270, 30-06, 300 Win Mag, 308, 350 Legend, 400 Legend, 450 Bushmaster, 6.5 Creedmoor. Also, I said 7mm mag. They're also making this in the new PRC stuff, 6.5 PRC and the 7 PRC. And then I said the 7 mag, they're also making this in 7mm 08. The only thing I'm not, oh no, they did have 270. So just about anything you could want except for some real oddball stuff. 110 Trail Hunter. Yeah. Personal opinion, I really like these Hogue overmolded stocks over plastic stock. That's just me. That's really just personal preference. If you never used one of these Savage bolts before, it's a little bit odd if you're not used to the Savage. So the way that Savage does it, so there's this bolt release lever right here, right? Well, you have to actually, to get that bolt out, if I can get it on camera, to get that bolt out, it doesn't come out like that. You actually, obviously, triple check there's nothing in there. You got to push this lever, and then you got to squeeze the trigger, and that's how you get your bolt out. The first 110 I ever picked up was my 338 Lapua, which we need to get that out. I had the most terrible time. I couldn't get the bolt in. Took it to my buddy Paul, and he's like, "Oh man, that's how you do it. You push this, squeeze the trigger, and then the bolt goes in." But another new one. This one, like I said at the beginning of the video, I don't think enough people know about it. But yeah, especially stay tuned. It's not worth a hill of beans if it doesn't group well, is it? But I'm optimistic that it's going to group well. Like I said, I'm going to turn the trigger down. I'm going to get an optic mounted here. Stay tuned. The Savage 110 Trail Hunter. One thing I didn't talk about is barrel length. So 6.5 Creedmoor, the barrel length is 22 inches. Let's check out some of those long actions. 7 PRC is 22 inches. The 7 mag, they're making it in 24-inch barrel. Interesting, 24-inch on the mag, but not the PRC. 6.5 PRC is also 24-inch barrel. So on and so forth. The 350 Legend, they're saying, is an 18-inch barrel, and their 400 Legend, a 20-inch. But if you guys want to read on this, you got the internet. If you're watching this video, you got the internet. You can go read deeper on it. But Savage 110 Trail Hunter. Some of those 110s can get up in the priciness. Woo, hit your pocket. The 110 Trail Hunter does not, and it's packed full of a bunch of features. And they're loading it in a bunch of different cartridges. That's all I'm going to ramble on about it today. Swivels, you know, typical deer catching setup. Yeah, but that's all I'm going to ramble on about this. A couple of you guys with good eyes saw it in my pickup truck when we picked up that 334. Down there at Tolliver's in Manchester, they can get you this stuff too. And they're good folks down there. But super excited about this one. A little bit heavier barrel, which is what I like. And I can put a shusher machine on there. But hey, stay tuned. We got lots of stuff to sight in. Got lots of testing to do. Stay tuned. There are so many videos coming out in the next couple weeks that I'm extremely excited about and cannot wait to get you viewing. But I got to film them and edit them first. But hey, appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you're subscribed. Videos soon. Videos soon on the 334. Videos soon on the new Ruger Generation 2. We got a bunch of stuff coming out. Appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you've gone over to WHOTEEWHO.com. Subscribe to that newsletter. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one. WHOTEEWHO.